Hello everyone, I am Joy Bhattacharjee, Assistant Professor in Department of Information Technology. Welcomes you all to official YouTube channel of OGI Bhopal. In today's lecture, I am going to brief introduction to B-spline curve in computer graphics. It is helpful to the third year students of computer science and information technology. Now let's begin. So this is the B-spline curve. There are four blending functions for cubic Bezier curve. That is BEZ03 u equal to 1 minus u to the power 3 and BEZ 1.3 u equal to 3u 1 minus u square. BEZ 23 u equal to 3u square into 1 minus u and BEZ 3, 3 u equal to u cube. Now we will see the four blending functions of the B-spline curve. Now the curve starts from 1 in the y-axis and ends in 0.8 in the x-axis. And in the second blending function, the curve starts from 0 and ends in 1 in the y-axis. The third blending function starts from 0, 0 and ends in 1 in the x-axis, and in the fourth blending functions it starts from 0 and ends in 1 in the y-axis. B-spline curve and surfaces. Now we will study B-spline curve and its surfaces. These are the most widely used class of approximating splines. The advantages. What are the advantages of B-spline? The degree of a B-spline polynomial can be set independently of the number of control points. So, the polynomial of the B-spline is independent of the number of control points. The second advantage is B-splines allow local control over the shape of a spline curve or surfaces. The second point is important because it allows local control over the shape of a spline curve or its surfaces. And what is the trade-off? The trade-off is that B-splines are more complex than Bezier splines. B-spline curve. The general expression for the calculation of coordinate positions along a B-spline curve in a blending function formulation is as under: Pu equal to summation of k0 to n pk bkd. It is the subscript bkd of u. And what is the value of u? U should be greater or equal to u minimum and u should be less or equal to u maximum. And what is the condition that d applies? D should be greater or equal to 2 and less or equal to n plus 1. The second blending function for B-spline curve are defined by the Cox-de-Boer recursion formula. So we will see what is Cox-de-Boer recursion formula. It applies as b k1 u equal to 1. What will the value of 1? If uk is less or equal to u or u is less or equal to uk plus 1. So when u is greater or equal to uk and u is less than uk plus 1, the value will be 1. And if this condition is not met, the value will be 0. Then second condition is BIDU equal to u minus uk upon uk plus d minus 1 minus uk bkd minus 1 u plus ukd plus d minus u upon uk plus d minus uk plus 1 into bk plus 1 comma d minus u. So where each blending function is defined over d subintervals of the total range of u, the selected set of subintervals end point u is referred to as non-vector. So what is non-vector? We take a range of u and in that range of u we select d number of subintervals, and the selected set of subintervals with endpoints u is referred to as non-vector. Second point is B-splines allow us to vary the number of control points used to design a curve without changing the degree of the polynomial. So without changing the number of polynomials, we can vary the number of control points. And what is the third? Any number of control points can be added or modified to manipulate curve shapes. So how we can manipulate the curve shapes? The control points can be added or modified to manipulate the curve shapes. So with the control points we can manipulate the shape of the curve. So with the control points we can see that the shapes of the curve is manipulated. And in the second graph also we see that with the help of control points, if we are manipulating the control points, we can manipulate the position of the graph. There are three general classification of node vectors. And what are the general classification of node vectors? It is uniform, open uniform and non-uniform. Next, B-splines are commonly described according to the selected node vector class. So the node vector class is the basis point या basic point of selection of B-splines. Uniform and periodic B-splines. When the spacing between node values is constant, the resulting curve is called a uniform B-spline. For example, we can set up a uniform node vector as minus 1.5, minus 1.0, minus 0.5, 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5 and 2. Often node values are normalized to the range between 0 and 1, as in 0, 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8 and 1.0. So on the basis of the above points we draw the graph. So it starts from 0, 0, goes up to 0.8 in the y-axis and goes 3 to the x-axis. In the second we see that it starts from 1 in the x-axis, goes up to 0.8 and reaches fourth coordinate unit in the x-axis. Now the third graph, it starts from 2 in the x-axis, goes up again to 0.8 in the y-axis and comes to the fifth coordinate unit in the x-axis. The fourth graph is, it starts from third coordinate unit in the x-axis, goes up to 0.8 in the y-axis and ends up in the sixth coordinate unit in the x-axis. So thank you for watching this YouTube channel, and it will be helpful for the third year students of computer graphics and multimedia. So thanks for watching. Thank you.